Hey guys, this is Devanshu Mishra, aka Divs, and today in this video we are going to compare two of the most popular martial arts, karate and kung fu. So, what is karate? I don't think anybody, even a kid, needs a definition to understand what karate is. And what is kung fu? The same goes for kung fu as well. Karate and Kung Fu both are two of the most popular martial arts, Asian martial arts, most popular Asian martial arts, thanks to media and Hollywood that even 5 years old kids know about very well. And you don't have to teach anyone, or you don't have to tell anyone what karate is or what Kung Fu is. In fact, karate and Kung Fu too have become the primary terms that are used to address martial art. People don't know, there may be people who don't know what martial art is, but everybody knows what karate is or what Kung Fu is. But before starting with the similarities and then continuing the differences, let me tell you all that the video is totally based upon my personal experience, some homework that I did before making the video, like some studies and researches, and third, my personal opinion and take on this topic. So don't get offended, because this is the best that I'm trying to not to offend any of the viewer that is watching the video, because I understand that the person who is watching the video may be a karateka or maybe a kung fu practitioner, and at the same time understand the fact that when we talk about karate, there are so many sub styles under karate, but at the same time when we talk about kung fu, there are so many different styles of kung fu as well. So there are so many different styles of kung fu and karate that we can't compare each and every specific sub style of karate with each and every specific sub style of kung fu. So the statements that I'm going to make, the similarities that I'm going to talk about in this video, and the differences that I'm going to talk about in this video are completely based upon what the majority of the kung fu styles offer and what the majority of the karate styles offer. So the statements are going to be general statements and not specific based upon each of the specific sub style of kung fu or karate. Let's start talking about the similarities that these two styles have. The first similarity is that both the styles, karate and kung fu, have sub styles under them. Like karate itself is a family of different types of martial arts, and kung fu itself is a family of different types of other martial arts. Like karate has Shotokan, Kyokushin, Wado-ryu, Goju-ryu, and other styles that I just spoke about. At the same time, kung fu has Wing Chun, Tai Chi, Shaolin styles, Tiger Claw, Snake Fist, different styles that are under praying mantis boxing, and different styles that are under the umbrella of kung fu. So neither karate is a specific style, neither kung fu is a specific style, but they are general terms that define a family of different types of sub styles. So now let's talk about the second similarity that these two styles have in common. Both the styles have their origin related to Buddhism and Bodhidharma. How? Kung fu started with Chan Buddhism. When Chan Buddhism reached China, it is said that Bodhidharma is responsible for placing the first brick of Shaolin, and it gave birth to Kung Fu. The 18 hands of Buddha that Bodhidharma took to China further led to the birth of Kung Fu, and then it kept on evolving. At the same time, when this Chan Buddhism traveled to the Okinawa Ryukyu Islands that we know as Okinawa nowadays, so when it reached Okinawa, it came to be known as Te. There are different types of provinces in Okinawa: Shuri, Naha, Tomari, and those provinces adopted the style and it came to be known as Shurite, Nahate, and Tomarite. Zen Buddhism is responsible for the birth of karate and its further evolution, just like Kung Fu. Now let's talk about the third similarity. Both the styles teach forms. While there are forms in Kung Fu, as you might have seen in movies like the Shaolin monks doing different forms, some of them included weapons, some of them involved acrobatic moves. At the same time, karate has its own forms as well that we know as kata, that we call kata. And so both the styles, this is another similarity between these styles, that both the styles include forms and they train using these forms. Now the third similarity between the styles, both the arts, being Asian martial arts, use unorthodox and special kind of hand formation. Like Kung Fu uses tiger claw, karate uses something same that we see in the kata jion, where the hand formation is just like the tiger claw. Just like Kung Fu uses snake fist, karate uses nukite. Both karate and Kung Fu are known for using different kind of hand formations as a part of training and for fighting. Now let's come to the next similarity. Karate and Kung Fu both use specific weapons in order to train and in order to fight. Even there are weapon sparrings as well. So I understand that you may have heard that karate means empty hand, means there is no weapon in the hand, but at the same time, sort of the styles in Okinawa even today teach the use of various kinds of weapons like nunchucks, like tonfa, like sai, like bow staff, and these all styles, these all karate styles use these weapons very well and teach them. They say that karate and kobudo are like brothers and sisters. At the same time, kung fu uses various types of styles as well, like the butterfly swords, like bow, and different types of weapons that kung fu teaches the use of. Next similarity between the two styles is that they both use the concept and principle of using the inner energy that is called ki in karate and chi in kung fu. So chi and ki both are the inner energies that flows in the body of the practitioner, and kung fu as well as karate teaches the use, the not only the use but how to channelize that energy and how to use that energy in training as well as in various activities in our regular lives. The next similarity is that they both use equipment for physical conditioning. Like karate uses makiwara, at the same time kung fu uses wooden makiwara as well. Wooden dummies, some equipments like weights, special kind of weights that are specially designed to be used by kung fu practitioners, and karate practitioners are specially designed to be used in order to condition them physically. And so this is common in both karate and kung fu. Like you see in judo or in boxing, they use mitts, they use mats, but they don't use this traditional equipments to harden their fists, to harden their elbows, shins. But karatekas use makiwaras, wooden dummies. At the same time, kung fu fighters also use the wooden dummies, the makiwaras, the special kind of weights, and sand, etc., sandbags, etc., and various other traditional equipments like pots filled with water. So these are the equipments that are used in both the arts, and so both the arts are common as well. Now let's talk about the different kind of differences that the two arts have in between. So the first difference being karate uses straight, direct and linear attacks, while kung fu, the movements in kung fu are circular. Second difference between the movements of karate and kung fu is that the movements in karate are crispy, snappy. They focus on snap and pop, that we call as kime, or stopping that force at a particular spot, the unification of that energy at a particular spot. But in kung fu, they focus more upon the graceful flow of the energy or the graceful flow of the movements. Now let's talk about the third difference. So the third difference is that in kung fu there is no ranking system. They don't wear belts, colored belts, as well as their attire is mostly black, or they also include different kind of colors like red and other bright colors. But in karate they mostly wear white gis. At the same time they use belts, colored belts, in order to show their rank. Now let's talk about the fourth difference. So the fourth difference is that Shaolin is said to be the hub of kung fu, or the birthplace of kung fu, while Okinawa is said to be the hub or the birthplace of karate. So now let's talk about the fifth difference, or the next difference. So the next difference between these two major styles is that the movements of kung fu have been derived from the 18 hands of Buddha, which traveled to China by the actions of Bodhidharma, and so we can say that the movements of kung fu are majorly based upon the 18 hands of Buddha that was derived from the South Indian martial art Kalaripayattu, as well as their movements are also based upon the movements of various kinds of animals like leopards, tigers, snakes, mantis, eagle, tiger, etc. But at the same time, the movements in karate are derived from the movements of Fujian White Crane Kung Fu itself when Kung Fu traveled to Okinawa. At the same time, it also got influenced by Siamese boxing, and it also got influenced by other traditional wrestling styles that were prevalent in Okinawa by the name of Muto. So now let's talk about the sixth difference, the next difference. So the next difference between both the styles is that the movement in Kung Fu are more acrobatic as compared to that of karate. So the movements are more swift, more acrobatic, more aerial. There are more gymnastics involved in the movements or the patterns in Kung Fu, while the movements of karate are more grounded and rooted. So the movements are more powerful, more stable, and more rooted to the ground in karate as compared to that of Kung Fu. So now let's talk about the seventh and the last difference, the major difference between the training in karate and Kung Fu. So you know that karate and Kung Fu both use different kind of attires for training. Like while karatekas use gis, obis like belts, and while the kung fu artists use various different types of colored clothes, basically mostly are black in color, but are different kind of colors available as well. But the karate fighters or the karate practitioners don't use or prefer using, mostly don't prefer using shoes while training and while performing or while competing. But kung fu fighters or kung fu practitioners train in shoes and perform in shoes as well, mostly. So that was it, guys. So these were the similarities and the differences between the two arts, karate and kung fu. Thanks a lot for watching the video till this point, and we'll be back in the next video with a new topic related to martial art. Till then, stay safe, take care. Thank you.